aside of horrors, you've mentioned that you're also like into comic movies and stuff, right?
Hmm.
So Marvel, DC,
Marvel.
nice, nice.
No hate
Favorite?
to DC, but Marvel.
Yeah, it's an easy answer to me, to be fair as well. So,
Yeah.
favorite Marvel movies?
The Winter Soldier, the first Avenger, Endgame. Does Spider-Man No Way Home count? Because it was technically like Sony. No, I'm gonna say No Way Home. This
Yeah,
is difficult. Thor Ragnarok. Wait,
nice.
Thor Ragnarok. I don't know. Uh this might be a hot take, but I like Age of Ultron a lot.
Nice,
Age of
nice.
Ultron is really good.
I
Um,
I appreciate that. I think this
yeah.
movie is actually too overhated. It's
The entire Guardians of the Galaxy series, like all three of them, amazing.
yeah,
10 out of 10.
absolutely,
Definitely my favorites for sure.
absolutely,
But
absolutely.
I love Captain America. I have a Captain America poster right there because
Nice.
I also love Chris Evans and Sebastian Stan. So,
Yeah, yeah. I think this so the Winter Soldier, the second Captain America film, and the third Captain America film, I think they're like my most favorite one in the MCU in general.
really?
Yeah, insane movies. Like them
Yeah,
so
I
much.
could get behind that.
Yeah,
Oh, and Civil War. I love Civil
yeah,
War.
yeah,
It's everyone loves Civil War. If you don't, you're
yeah,
weird.
yeah,
I don't like it.
exactly.
You're not a part of my fandom, so go away.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think about um like the latest phase of MCU? Like the last couple of movies. Do you like them?
The movies. I haven't
Like
seen Thunderbolts yet, but I heard
yeah.
it's really good. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Mm, what was the last movie before that? I'm trying to remember.
So the last couple of movies from this phase were Mrs. Marvel, the Marvels.
Uh-huh.
It was the Marvels. It was Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Well, I feel like they could have done more with Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, yeah,
But for what it was good.
yeah,
I don't hate it. Is it my favorite? No.
yeah,
But I would watch it.
yeah,
Not pay to watch it, but I would watch it again.
yeah. I feel like that as well. I think like this third phase was very strange, and I think they were just trying to do so
Yeah.
many different things that didn't really land, but it's still
Beginning
interesting.
was good.
Yeah.
Like Loki, What If,
Oh my
the show
God.
was 10 out of
Oh
10.
my God. WandaVision?
And WandaVision,
Vision
10
insane.
out of 10.
Yeah. Easy.
I've been waiting for a season two of that,
Oh my
and I never
goodness.
got it. And
Yeah.
I was upset. But I forgot to watch Agatha All Along.
I haven't as well, and I've been so excited because I've seen that Aubrey Plaza is in it, which
I've, I love Aubrey Plaza.
same.
She's
She's
awesome.
yeah, so cool. So cool.
Yeah. All my friends, everyone and their mother says that I remind them of Aubrey Plaza, and I can't escape. I actually worked on a show, and I didn't even realize that she was in it until recently when I was watching one
What?
of her interviews on TikTok. And she was like, I was working on Legion at the time. And I was like, I was on that. So I was like, wait a minute, is this the same thing? So I looked it up, and sure enough, she was in it, and I didn't even know it. So
Wow.
I'm gonna say that I technically worked with Aubrey Plaza,
You're
and
practically best friends.
yeah, we're best friends. Actually, mother and daughter duo
Yeah,
forever.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
Aubrey Plaza is my mom and my father at the same time. She's my mom and my dad together.
It
So
makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah,
exactly.
that makes sense. But
Mhm.
that's so cool, like to be, even to just know that you've shared, like, a
Yeah.
project. It's like you're sharing an IMDb page, which is pretty cool.
That's so cool. That's gonna be my biggest thing that I'm gonna brag about forever and a half. I'm gonna tell everyone I worked with Aubrey Plaza and we're best friends, and I actually have her number in my phone,
Oh yeah.
and I see her on the daily.
I
And
I would completely support that.
yeah.
You can count me as a support. So yeah. So apart of Aubrey Plaza, so
Mhm.
yeah, she wouldn't be a valid answer to the next question because you've practiced. I mean, you actually, shared
Yeah, I
a
worked
project with her.
with.
What other actors you wish you could, play with?
Jennifer Lawrence, she's really funny. I
Yeah,
love her. Again, Winona Ryder, I
yeah,
love her. She's awesome. Anna Kendrick, she's cool. She's really funny.
so
I'm
cool.
just
Yeah,
thinking of the people from the movies that I watched that I love. What else? Who else? Sophie Thatcher. I want to
nice.
work with her. It's amazing. I really
Yeah.
want to be on Yellow Jackets, so to work with everyone on Yellow Jackets would probably be the highlight of my life, and I would be okay with dying tomorrow if I got to meet Sophie Thatcher. So,
I love that.
who else? Elizabeth Olsen, Miss
Nice.
Wanda Maximoff herself. Um, hmm. All my answers, I'm just looking around the room
Yeah, makes
out
sense.
who I would work with. Who else? Jenna Ortega.
Wow, nice.
She's wait. I'm gonna say I also technically worked with her too, because I was also on a movie with her. Did I meet
Wow.
her? That doesn't matter. But did I work with her? Technically, yes.
Are you
And
sharing an IMDb page? You are. So,
yeah, so
yeah.
I worked with her and we're best friends also. So I have Aubrey Plaza and Jenna Ortega's phone number in my phone, and we're best friends and we hang out every weekend. So
All the time. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
What else? There's so many people. There's so
Yeah.
many people, and I'm blanking.
It's so cool that it seems that you spend, quite a lot of time in watching movies, which I love. So
Mhm.
it's not, so you are not just an actor who is like, perceiving this as a job, but you actually like a student of the craft, I guess.
Of course, I consider watching movies homework.
Yeah.
That's my homework and lessons in acting, because then I
Yeah.
just study the actors. So,
Nice. I guess
yeah.
that's so interesting to watch a movie from this perspective. So when you're watching a movie, do you find yourself immersed in the story and watching it as a fan, or sometimes do you get like this moment where you you're catching yourself actually sort of studying and looking everything from a professional standpoint?
I guess I do both at the same time.
Hmm.
I like watching movies, obviously, because I love them and I will be the biggest fangirl forever.
Yeah.
But I also like study how different people act in different films. Like I'll
Yeah.
watch the same actor in different movies,
Yeah.
and I don't know, I like to study how they get into their characters almost and what
Yeah.
they do differently versus what they keep the same. So
Yeah.
I can probably be like them or be in something with them if I
Yeah.
figure out what their process is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've mentioned that you've recently watched Stranger Things, right?
I've been a Stranger Things fan. I just like to
Uh,
rewatch movies
oh,
and shows
nice.
a lot.
Nice. What was the latest movie you watched?
I think the last movie I watched was Superbad.
Nice. So what's
Yeah.
what would you say is like the last thing that you've learned from watching a movie as an actress?
The last thing I learned,
Yeah, or even that caught your attention as a professional, and you are like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool, move, or that's a.
I don't know. I guess just how out of the box like people are with their choices in
Mhm.
acting and stuff. Because you could think one way, but then you see like people on the screen and they do it totally different.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's kind of cool to see that, just
Yeah.
how crazy their choices are.
Oh yeah. I guess so. Just does make sense. And do you have like you know, this sort of perception and this sort of focus when it comes to listening to music as well? Do you like understanding how different artists perform at a at certain moments and at certain levels, so you can sort of you know understand this process better and maybe incorporate something in your art?
Mm, yeah, I guess I kind of study all their music and
Hmm.
try to see what they write about and how they write, because
Yeah.
everyone writes differently.
Hmm.
So I try to take things from different people
Yeah.
and not copycat, but just use it and get inspiration.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I study that, and then also how people perform like on stage. They always have some sort of alter ego, and I have yet to get mine or find mine.
Yeah.
So I gotta work on that one.
Yeah, I think I guess this would come natural anyway, but yeah.
Oops. Um,
So, okay, I'm ready with another confusing question, I guess. But I would be really interested to hear, I'll be really interested to hear what you think about that. So, what's a movie that you'd like to write a song for as a soundtrack? And what's a music artist that you'd like to participate in a video clip for as an actress?
For the second question, Lady Gaga. She
Nice.
always has like really fun things. Or like Tate McRae. Like
Yeah.
Tate McRae or Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
That would be awesome because I also love to dance and they also
Oh,
have a lot
nice.
of dancing in their videos, and that would be cool to be able to act and dance in a video.
Yeah.
That sounds like a cool experience. But the first question, Hunger Games.
Nice.
That's going to be
Nice.
my answer for everything. Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, just Hunger Games. Okay. Yeah. I think they need to do like a Hunger Games reboot with you, Aubrey Plaza, and Jenna Ortega in it, you know?
That would probably be the most demonic film I've ever seen in my entire life. No one would be safe.
Yeah.
If they made us the game makers, everyone would die. There would be no survivor. No victor.
Just dead people. I like that. Yeah, I like
That would be terrifying,
that.
but awesome.
Absolutely awesome. I think, this sounds as a very big genre switch, but I'm all for it. This sounds so fun.
It would
That's so
turn into
good.
a horror movie
Yeah,
immediately.
absolutely.
Not
Absolutely.
dystopian, horror, straight
Yeah,
horror, straight gore.
I like it. Tim Burton is the director, maybe produced by James Wan.
Yeah,
You know,
of course.
yeah.
That sounds amazing. Big fan of it.
We should pitch it,
I'm
like,
gonna pitch this.
yeah.
Your idea, and I'm gonna say it was mine.
That's fine. I just want
And
to
you'll
appreciate the product. So,
you have no way to stop me, and no one would ever believe you if you said it was your idea.
oh yes, yes. I'm sure. I'm sure you will just delete the records of this conversation, and yeah.
Exactly. This conversation wouldn't even exist. I would say I'd never see you in my life.